So all the commotion in the backyard was this new dog of Mikey's, Dirty. Oh my God, he has one of my shoes. Dog. Michael! I'm a shoe lover. I was mad. Michelangelo!
Yes, mothership. When I hear my mom yelling for me, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Dirty. Well, that's a cute-ass dog.
What is cute about that Mikey?
Ma,
Look! He has my shoe, that ain't cute!
Like, dogs are supposed to eat shoes. What's the big deal? Well, I think you should take responsibility for leaving your shoe laying around. How did it get outside,
No, Michael. My shoe, I can leave anything laying around and it's my house. You picked him up off at an alley. He probably did drugs, Michael, and you bring him to this house.
Mama, you...
With a broken leg. And now he's eating my shoe. I don't want this dog around. I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
I'll clean it out. What you want me to do? You might as well let him keep it now.
It's all greased up and gross.
Why you gotta hit him in the head, Mom?
I didn't mean to hit him on the head.
He's just a cute little dog.
I apologize.
I think he's cute because of his
Mikey,
limp.
if this animal is gonna stay in my house, something is gonna have to be done. We put him to sleep, give him like 3 or 4 different jars of sleeping pills, and he just stays asleep.
Mom,
or you take him to your Tío Juan and get him trained.
Have you seen your Tío Juan's dogs? They're not the best trained themselves, Mama.
I agree. A person like Juan should not even own animals. That's why I don't like to own animals, Mikey, because we don't have time for him. Look at me. He's eating shoes because you don't feed him.
He just doesn't like the food that I give him because...
So, ¿qué quiere? Carne asada?
Mom,
he's even got a bad leg.
That's why he's so cute.
And then he takes some big-ass major dumps in my green grass. You don't go and pick it up. My backyard is full with dirty crap from Dirty. The other day I was working out there. I was jogging all, trying to be all sexy.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, my shoe, and pura, it was awful.
Well, you should have been looking where you're going, Mom.
So Dirty is out there just filling up the yard with nice designer name brands in it. Louis and Gucci's and Pradas and everything just coming out of his ass. Do you see this right here? That's somebody's brown shoe he ate. Don't be surprised if he starts black.
It's not his fault, Mama. He's a dog that needs a lot of loving.
You need to take this animal to your Tío Juan and see if he can learn something.
All right, Mom.
I went to church to see my beautiful sister Samalia preach.
Tuve el privilegio de ser encontrada por el Señor Jesús hace como 5 años. Y gracias a Dios, Él me dio una hambre por la palabra.
Rosie is not who she used to be. She was self-destructive. She's just blossomed.
Do you remember this ring, sister?
I remember the ring, sister.
Love my ring.
When you were preaching tonight, I was looking
Doesn't
at it.
it shine beautifully for
Awesome.
I wore it all through the trial, and I wear it every time I need to remember that God is with me.
When we were going through the court case to put my ex-husband in prison for sexual abuse, I gave her that ring to look at it when she needed strength. It was a pact between us.
The other day, God told me to give it back to you.
Really?
And he said, give it back to her because she needs to remember that I'm her strength.
She put that ring back on my finger. I'm so blessed that she's my sister.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Heard really great things about you.
Thank you.
I went to go meet with Ashley. She does a lot of yoga and spiritual work.
So tell me a little bit about sort of what brought you here.
I feel like it's very essential for me to find the balance in my life, which is what I'm struggling with right now, you know, work and love and, you know, family and all that good stuff. My mom getting married, the kids are growing up, and now I'm focusing on myself, and I've always focused on other people.
When you say you want to find balance in your life, what does that look like for you?
I don't want anything to consume me too much. Like, for instance, if I were to fall in love, I don't want it to consume me to the point where that's all I'm focused on. When I fall in love, I tend to bend over backwards and I'll do anything for that person.
So we'll start with a little breathing and meditation, and then we'll probably go into some poses, some asanas. Okay. We're gonna take 3 sounds of Om. So eyes are closed. Inhale, feel the sound move in every direction.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I want you to do it with me.
All right. When she had me do the first Om, I was just kind of confused. I was like, what's going on? I don't know if I didn't know if I was supposed to follow along or just sit there, and I was a little confused. When our voices, our sounds came together, it was nice. I don't know, it felt like we were connecting.
So hands are right under the shoulders. Okay. Bring the knees right under the hips. Coil the chest forward, pull the heart forward, and arching into the upper back.
I really did not know what to expect. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be.
As you exhale, your heart comes down and your chin to the floor, but your butt is sticking up in the air. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Your heart, perfect. That's gonna open up the upper back.
Are you sure? I thought I'm gonna sit here and maybe like, I don't know, close my eyes or pray. I wasn't sure, but when she had me do all this exercising, the yoga, I was like seriously just sweating. Oh! Okay, hold on.
It's hard, right?
It's a lot of thinking. I really thought that I was going there to be connected with my spirituality, not like work out and sweat.
So what do you feel like in your life, in your romantic life, is the biggest barrier?
I was sexually molested when I was younger by my father. So I feel like I need to heal that. I want to just leave this all in the 25th year of my life and say, okay, I'm healed from this. Because when I find that man, I want to be healthy. You know,
you want to be whole. So you're not coming as like looking at him to start feeling that.
Exactly. Growing up, it did affect me with my relationship. I was very afraid of the word sex. Now I'm a little over that. I feel a lot better, but I think what it is I'm looking for that, not exactly father figure, but that love from a man.
We all have some version of I'm not good enough. This is where we get in a lot of trouble in our romantic relationships because we're looking to that other person to try to get their love. What is that hole inside of you that you feel like you're trying to fill?
I feel like throughout my life, I have searched for my mom's approval so much that I just kind of left myself, you know? And I'm at a point where I love her and she's my mother, but I have to worry about what I think. My mom's approval is everything. That's all I know, and that's all that I've lived for. I think I'm searching more for the daughter-mother relationship, because my dad's not in the picture, and that's fine, but my mom was so busy, it's not her fault, you know, and I had to be there for her. We didn't have that chance to have the mother-daughter relationship that now that we're older, I want to have that, you know, like I feel like there's still that little girl inside of me that needs her mom. Growing up, since I can remember, I've been my mom's right hand, but I think that relationship has kind of overshadowed the mother-daughter relationship.
So let's just come together a little bit closer. I'm gonna move the mat a little bit. Let's just do a little meditation.
Okay.
Let's just hold hands and close your eyes for a second. State who maybe you've harmed or who might need to forgive you and just ask for their forgiveness.
I want to ask my mom for forgiveness because I'm sure I've hurt her a lot. She was 15 when she had me. She was an honor roll student. She was going to school and I feel that I came to interrupt. Maybe she had different plans, and sometimes I do feel like, Mom, I'm sorry if, you know, that I'm here.
And then who do you need to forgive?
The person that's probably hurt me the most is my dad. But I just want him to know that I really forgive him, and for him to forgive himself, because I don't think he has. I don't think he's even accepted what he did.
And what about yourself? Is there anything you need to forgive yourself for?
Yeah, I need to forgive myself for being so hard on myself. I'm hard on myself, I think, because my mom has always said, you're the oldest and you have to be the example. I wanted to ask you, like, what is it that you think or what do you recommend for me to do in my home?
Yeah, there's a couple things that I always recommend, which is number one, creating your own little sacred space. Okay. So not just your room, but like a really specific altar space.
Okay.
Where you just, it can be really simple. It can just be, you know, a candle, but it's really powerful to put pieces together that are meaningful to you. Maybe at some point, you know, you and your mom can come together and do a little ritual and sit down at the altar and just like this, you know, just kind of hold each other in the highest space and then talk to each other from your hearts.
I think it's good for my mom to know my feelings so that we can just grow closer.
This is the dress that Abel will be taking you out of.
It's gonna happen with the dress on because it's gonna be too much.
Oh, he cannot dirty my dress. There will be no spunk on this dress.
Jenny, oh Jenny, I love Jenny. La Diva, I love Jenny.